I'm back again. Today we are gonna talk about Venice. So Venice is also within a skincare industry. She sells skincare product. She created a product because she works with people and basically take care of people's skin, right? So she kind of felt like, yeah, I have this product. If I'm able to put this product out there, I'll be able to get other people to come. Even though I'm using the product with my clients and they're getting the results, you know, some people may have a product, but they don't know how to, sell the product. So she came to us. We're able to actually help her out too, by, navigating her through, having her, craft the product properly, better presentation, and a lot of that. We were actually we kind of took her business from not doing no sales, from going from doing $2,000 a month to basically growing her business to over $200,000 in business, within a year period, right? So this year already, she's over $200,000 in sales, just basically doing the same thing. Imagine you having a product that you didn't even know what to do with it, not being able to make profit over it. And now even within a 6-7 month of the year, you already don't grew the business to how much? Almost $300,000 in business this year, in revenue this year already. So what we about to talk about is we about to show her journey. We're about to let her basically talk and tell us how she actually went from and why did she even make a decision to even make that product, right? Because majority of people will not even take advantage of it, but she took advantage of it and just basically implemented something and brought something that she felt like would be helpful for the audiences that she's actually working with. And now she's taking the same information, the same product, and bringing the product here. And now this product is bringing her money. And guess what? She's not even working with people more. She's actually home making more product and sending it out without having to deal with people every day. Yes, she's dealing with people, but not face to face. Online, people coming in to buy from her. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get into that, and look at that. All right. All right. I'm gonna redo Mona really quick again. Having a business and not knowing what to do with it sucks. I mean, it sucks. This is Mona. Mona came in. She had a business, which is basically a brick and mortar business. She had she does people, clean their skin and, help people with their skin. And she was making a little bit good money with it. But she had a product was actually everybody that came in the store actually liked it, but she didn't know how to get the product out. She seen one of our ads going around, like people always see, right? And she actually clicked on it and joined the program. When she joined our mentorship, we were able to actually help her craft a better offer, build a better system at the back end, integrated, automated the whole system for her. And now she was able to go from not making no sale to basically close to $300,000 in sales this year already. Just basically leveraging the things that we actually share. And today, we actually got the chance to actually get her to sit down with us to go over the things that she did in her business that was able to give her the ability to actually find the right customers to sell to, be able to also create a demand within a market and fulfill with those people, or fulfill in terms of orders with those people to generate her close to $300,000 in sales. And I know for sure this year she's going to surpass that number, right? So we asked a series of questions, and what I want you to do today, the information she's gonna give, I want you to grab a pen and a paper. Grabbing a pen and paper will give you asset to be able to take notes and implement some of these things in your business. And some of these things that she's going to share, people is paying top dollar for. If you really, really, really here and you want to build your business and get it to the next level, I'll tell you, this is something that you should actually pay attention to, because she's going to share a lot of things. She's going to give a lot of information, how she went from not making sales. What are the things that she was able to do that actually led her to be able to make some money within her business? So this information that we're about to share right now, please, 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 I want you to take advantage of it. Now, not for me to actually make this. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, what I want you to do is to click on the subscribe channel and actually go ahead and subscribe, so that whenever, and click the notification over here, so whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the few people to get notified. All right. Now that said, let's get into the interview.
Okay, so I am an esthetician. I do facials and skincare for a living. I started off doing that. And I was selling products for other brands in my company. And I was like, I can just make my own products or probably do a private label or make some stuff and sell it and get, more of a profit. So I started private labeling and then I started making my own products. It was mainly for my current clients that were coming in for facials and stuff like that, asking me for products. So I started doing it for them. And then they asked me, was there a way for them to get it online and not have to come in? So I opened up my Shopify store. And in the beginning, it was mainly them just ordering from me. They would order and maybe get friends and family or whatever to order from me. And I basically just started seeing other people on Instagram selling their products to people all over the world. So I wanted to start doing that too, but I didn't know how to do it. So I saw one of you guys' ads and I signed up. I bought the program. It was like in 2021, actually, when I first bought it.
Before we even get to the program section, when you launch your business from doing, that's your profession that you do.
Yes.
So you to basically create a product. When you create a product, apart from you selling it to your customers that comes in to buy from you, what was your intentions? Did you think it was going to be an overnight thing, like like you seen other people post on Instagram? Did you actually venture try to post on Instagram to see if it was going to get sales? How are you getting sales, and how was the sales? And was it any type of disappointment from how you thought it than how you kind of envision it, and actually seeing the reality of it after having the website and seeing now if things is not moving in that direction that it's supposed to?
Okay, so yeah, I was using my Instagram as well to post my products and everything on there. And I definitely I was getting sales, but not like what I wanted. So I definitely was disappointed in that.
So now you being disappointed, did you see any other program to actually tap into before the Hustle Secret? Or the ads, or did you go on YouTube University trying to figure things out?
I did all of that. So I did sign up for another program. It was similar to this, but a little bit different. And then of course I was on YouTube trying to, watch hundreds of videos trying to do it, but I still didn't understand what I was doing. So
what was different from the program that you signed up that was similar to this that you still didn't get understand? You still have to.
Well, they were mainly talking about influencer marketing, so they weren't really talking about Facebook ads.
So they were more pushing to influential marketing. All right. Then from that level, what made you make that decision that, hey, you know what? I don't see no Hustle Secret ad. Why you made a purchase? What made you?
I think the girl on the video, she seemed like she had a store similar to mine. And then I saw like all her packages and I was like, ooh, I want that. I want to be able to sell, my products like she's doing. So that's why I signed up.
So you signed up. It wasn't even, what can these people help me? But because what the girl was saying, you just kind of went with what the girl was saying.
Yeah. Yep.
Give us the breakdown when you got into the program before the mentorship, because you was in a main group before the mentorship. How long were you in the main group?
For probably about a year.
Okay, so tell me the journey with that real quick.
So I was in the group for probably about a year. I would pop in and out. I wasn't really in there, consistently. And I tried to do the ads on my own a couple times and I would leave it up for maybe a couple days and I didn't see any sales. I was like, well, I still don't really know what I'm doing. So let me just turn these ads off because apparently I'm doing something wrong. And then I would see people post like how they're having success. Because the main person that made me join the mentorship was, I think her name was De'Ara, the girl that sells the juices. De'Ara or something. Yeah, her. So I saw her success with the program and I was like, yeah, I definitely need to join the mentor.
So the success was basically doing the same thing that we're doing now, asking a couple of questions. You would be like, nah, if she came in and was able to do these numbers, then I could do it too. So
absolutely,
they made a decision to join. Now tell us a little bit, we have, before we move on to the next stage, anybody have a question on that before we move? Anybody have a question? Okay, people asking you what type of product you sell. Or someone said we're 20 now. All right, what type of product you sell? You could break down what the type of product you sell a little bit for us before.
So I sell skincare. My specialty is dark spots and acne. The main product is a soap that I actually make myself in my kitchen for dark spots, and that's been doing pretty well for me. That's actually the only product that I make. The rest of them I do a private label.
All right, perfect. So you sell, okay, so any more questions? Anybody got questions, anything like that? All right, type in the comment section. We're gonna take that and run with it. All right, so now tell us the little bit about you joined the mentorship. You joined the mentorship. How has been your experience in the mentorship before I even ask you more questions? And tell us your journey and how's been your experience? Like, has it helped your business grow?
It helps. It has helped me so much. I learn a lot in this group. Every day I'm still learning. Every time I get on a call with Anthony, I'm always learning something. When I'm on a call with you, Reese, you be going fast, but I still learn some things. But I learned so much. I learned how to pretty much put my website together, work on my pictures, doing reviews for my products, all of that. So yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about doing the reviews. So now, before you didn't know how to even build a website and all of that, now you know how to build it. Tell me, do you feel like the reviews have also contributed to your sales?
Absolutely. I feel like people, if they don't see the reviews, they're gonna be like, well, you don't have, I actually had people comment like, where are your reviews? You don't have any reviews. Where are your reviews at? So they're definitely looking for reviews.
And give us the hack. How do you get reviews on your website? Give us breakdown that for people on the call today. Let's see. What let's keep that away. Break that down.
Okay. It's plenty of things that you can do. One of the things that I do is I might get somebody to go on there and actually just write a review for me. I send out emails asking them for reviews and they review it. And that's basically it. I might go on there and write a review or two myself. So
these are some of the things that we talk about. And even in the course, we give you an app called Ali Review, which you could actually go write a review, change the date, change the location, just basically to give your brand more trust. So that when people, especially selling the type of product you're selling, if a lot of people is not reviewing about the product or not talking about the product, the review kind of set as like a trust merger for your customers and your brand. So if you don't have those type of things, what happens is people could come in and your creative could be great, but it's a disconnect because they don't know if people actually use your product and they like it or what it's done for them and all of that. So having people, pictures and all of these stuff kind of also helps a lot. There's so many apps to a point that you could even do a video review. There's an app that you can actually use. So if someone bought your product, like the product, they could actually do a video review, and just post it as a review for you. So many things, so many ways you can ask for review. It's very important to have those things on your website because these things is what is going to urge these customers to make quicker decisions to buy. Now tell us, break it down for us. Now
before we move, I want to see if people are really paying attention. And I would say, guys, get your notes ready, write these things down because you don't want to forget. There will be a lot of gems that we're going to be dropping today. So please take notes. So I want to see those of you who are on, who've been watching, what did we say about the reviews? Just typing whatever you got from the reviews. Like, why do we put a review on a site, on a product? Need at least 5 people to say something about it. Why do we put reviews? Or what would a review on your site do for you? Let me see if anyone can answer that. Substab. I see you. Okay. Someone says builds trust. Let's go. Okay. Build trust. Anybody else? Oh, Doctor says Buster. Gain more customers. Build trust. Okay. I need one more. Okay. All right. Reviews help customers feel that the product does work. It builds trust. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's move forward. Transparent.
Someone said, how you felt when you first joined the mentorship?
How did I feel?
Yeah.
I was kind of nervous because I didn't really know if this was right for me. I was nervous about spending money on ads and I didn't know if I was going to get a return on it. So that was the main thing. I was like, if I spend all this money, am I really going to make some money?
Right. So you have, okay. All right, perfect. Now take us through, now that we back on the mentorship, take us through the journey. So you joined the mentorship, what happened? from there. Give me the breakdown. Jumping on a call with Anthony and Francis, trying to figure out what creative, all of that from day one. Let's go.
So when I joined the mentorship, Reese took a look at my website and told me some things that I need to change, like my photos. I had to resize them. I had to actually retake all my photos. That's what took me so long. Retaking photos, editing my photos, resizing photos, adding reviews to my website. He was like, you need to add at least 50 reviews to your product, that's your main product. So I did that.
Just to piggyback a little bit before you continue, we did something that actually made you really understand, and not just, a lot of time you go to other programs, they'll tell you to do this and do that, and not giving you explanation of having to really understand the reason why to do all these things. What was the things that we did that actually made you feel more comfortable to make these decisions of taking pictures, not just me telling you?
So I had to research other brands that are in my same niche. So I researched like 20 different skincare companies, looked at how they put their website together, their pictures, their wording, all of that, their prices, everything. So yeah.
All right, now let's go from there.
So yeah, I redid everything that I was told to do, and after researching, I made my creatives. I made about 3 different creatives, and we tested 3 of them. And I think out of the 3, maybe 2 of them were doing really well. So we kept going with those. And that's basically how I got started.
Right. So you went, because a lot of the time people don't have the patience of testing. People want to test one creative, and if it doesn't work, that means the program ain't working. Or people want to test, and which we haven't actually had some of those problems. A lot of, we kind of encourage everybody to just continue. How did you deal with you finding that, being able to find a way to communicate your product by doing more testing in terms of creative testing? You bring a creative in, it's not working. You bring another one in, it's not working. How do you build up, because a lot of people are like, oh, I've tested 2, 3 things. We have someone said they did all of this over 6 times before they started seeing it happening. How did you build the courage? What was the motivation behind you still wanting to continue moving, even when you test a couple of creative that wasn't even connecting with your customers?
I mean, because I know that what I wanted and what my goal was and what I wanted from this. So I know I had to keep going, and, I can't give up and stop. So I was even with that, I was watching other people's creatives and just going from there, getting inspiration and doing some of the things that I saw. And I feel like I'm a shy type of person. I don't like being in front of the camera. But I was like, you need to do it. You need to do it yourself. Because I was I was hiring other people to do it for me. And he was like, nah, you need to do it. You need to tell your story and do it. So I just did it. I just did it.
And when you did it, did you lose anything?
No, I did not.
These are fears that always kind of stop us from taking the actions. And you just basically could sell your product better than anybody. Ain't nobody that could sell your product better.
That's true.
This is you. This is what you created. If you kind of take away, I think the fear is more of a mindset that we build up because we feel like, hey, we don't have the ability to be on camera. I'm a super shy person too. I never even thought I would ever even have a program. We ever have a program, me being on a Zoom and talking to tons of people. Never ever imagined. But when the time came, I overcame the fear, and look at it now. Right? So most of the time we just build a whole lot of things in our mind, and that stops us from taking action. The moment we eliminate these type of obstacles that not someone is putting on us, but we putting a limit on ourselves, and we'll lift those weight, things just become, will you right now with the numbers that you making, will you outsource your creative to anybody, or you feel like you got this, you understand,
I think I got this. Yeah, I definitely won't be paying nobody else to do it for me.
There we go.
I tested the other ones with the other people that I paid to do it, and mine did better. So
and let's stop you right there. How much did you pay people to make that for you?
I paid, I want to say at least $500 because I used 3 different girls, so about $500 or $600.
All right. $500. And a lot of times we think like it's like we don't have the resources or whatever, and we have to pay this an influencer. I remember Dakara saying something similar with the influencer situation because she was doing influencer marketing at first. And what changed for her was when she kind of broke through that, like had that mental breakthrough where she was like, you know what, I can talk about my product myself. And I believe if you guys don't pick it up yet, the reason why Reese was talking about you know your product the best is that you are able to communicate the value of your product more than anybody else because you know it in and out. You're the one who makes it. You have that energy, that passion, and that passion can be communicated in your creative, and that's how you build the trust. You also tell people about the benefit that that product is going to give them. So I just wanted to stop right there, and I want you guys remember, take notes on these things. We are sharing a lot of gems. Please take notes, and this is how you're going to win. This is how you're going to make those changes yourself for your own company and elevate to the next level. So back to you, Mona. Let's go.
All right. So now you did all of this. You know, how much you paid yourself to do this? How much you pay yourself to do your creative? Nothing. Zero.
Nothing at all.
Time investment. Guys, it's not only money. Time investment. One, you took the time out to research all these companies, understanding what is working for them, knowing the market, know what price point is these people basically selling at, knowing what, you know, a whole lot of things that we go through, that we have a whole system of product research that we go through when you join a mentorship. You went through all this, so that kind of gave you a better idea. All you did was time investment into it. A lot of people, sometimes it takes people a little bit of time for them to get that work completed, but once they complete the work, majority of the time, you automatically, before you even come on a call with me, you know what some of the things that you need to do to actually get your business to the next level. And that's most important. Now you did all of that. You did your creative, jumped on the call, tested a couple of them. Not everything hit. Now, when you did this creative, before you actually found what worked for you, now that you feel more comfortable doing it over and over again, when you did, just honest, when you did the first 2-3 creative that didn't give you the results that you was looking for, what was your, what was the, how did it feel like? You feel like, is it that's the reason why you brought in people, just to see they'll actually help you to get to that level?
Yeah, I felt like other people probably could sell it better than me because that's what they do. They make videos, they, you know, they're creators. So, you know, they could probably do it better than I could. But then I was like, I look at everybody else creative and I'm like, somebody might gravitate towards my personality, my looks better than they would theirs. So, you know, everybody's different and, you know, they have different things that they like and when they see in a person. So, and when I did it and I got so many people responding, I was like, wow, I'm surprised.
You said something right now, and that's very important. A lot of us just kind of overlook that, the look and the connection with the model, whoever is in the video. Yesterday, Corner said something too, like, you know, she's more specific on who she's putting the clothes on now. Before it's like, I just want to take photos. I just want to get my photos. I just wanted the products to be taken so that I could put it on the website. Now she's paying more close attention to how you feel the product, how you showcase the product, the posing, the energy in the videos and everything. I remember yesterday seeing someone actually going through the same process that you went through in the beginning. And she sent me a video. I was like, hey, listen, I like the video. The voiceover could be different. I want something different. I want a different energy. The video is great, but the voiceover is killing the video. So let's work on that. And the person went back to actually in the process of getting that fixed, right? So it's not just only about you doing it. I like, you know, I'm hitting on that again. Like people like the looks, people like the energy that you have in the video, the connection connects with people more. Someone could make it creative for you, and you can only get back negative comments on it because people is not really connecting with them, and maybe what the person is saying is not what they want to hear or something like that. So people are just not even going to click on it, or people leave bad comments and stuff like that. But someone could actually do a creative for the least expected, and that person could be the one to actually connect more with your customers and communicate your product better in front of those customers. And now they start making the decision to buy from you. Now, let's go from there. Before we move, let me see if someone have questions in there. Any question, if you have any question, just go ahead and just type in the question for Mona. If you have any question for Mona, type in the question.
Type in the question, and also There was a key word that we talked about. Reese just said also about the creative. I want to see who was paying attention. What was the key word about the creative when you launch it? When you launch your creative, like when you change people on the creative, when it's someone else or yourself, what is the key word we're looking for? There's something. Let me see who's going to get it. And then if you have a question, type it in. What's the key thing that you're looking for? Why do one creative, the same creative can be done by 3 different people and one is the winner? Why? Why would that one win? Let's see if anyone can get this. It's just one word. Starts with a C. Anybody? Resonate more. There we go. Resonate or connect. Connection for sure. All right. Anybody else have a question before we move forward? You guys are paying attention. Good job.
Any questions before we move forward? All right. Someone say you had the passion. Was it passion that drove you?
It is. I'm definitely passionate about skincare and helping people clear their skin up. So yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, so your question is answered. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. All right. So now you joined to the mentorship. At what point did you start seeing some sales coming in? And how did you feel when you first officially started seeing your first couple of sales being consistent? It could be 1 or 2. How many sales you start seeing before, we get into this level?
So when I first started, we ran ads. I think it maybe ran for 2 days before I actually saw a sale, maybe. So it was the first week I started seeing sales.
When you saw sales, how was the feeling?
It felt great because I kept the ding on. I turned it on so I could hear the ding and then it eventually got to the point where it was waking me up in the middle of the night. So yeah.
See,
yeah. It felt wonderful.
It's very addictive. That sound is very, very addictive. I'm telling you, I don't even get that sound because I took it off because it's super addictive. I remember having a friend when I first started, and we were skilling his store like aggressively. So he was getting like cha-ching like every 2 seconds, and something happened, and we have to stop the ads. And he's like, "Yo, bro, I feel like every day, like since we stopped the ad because the product had like a problem and we didn't want to continue to push it." He's like, "Oh man, I just need that cha-ching, man. It's like I just can't go without a cha-ching. Like that sound alone is just super addictive." And everybody that I've actually heard it is like, yesterday we heard someone on the call saying, anytime they hear the cha-ching, they pray to God, "Thank you, God."
Yeah.
That sound is something like everybody. You don't even want to hear nobody text message, nothing like that. You just want to hear that cha-ching. And it gets so, now you kind of enjoying it, but it's going to get to a point now you skilling. You get a cha-ching every minute, and it's like, nah, you know what? I gotta turn this off.
I mean, it has happened. I turned my phone off a few times, but I always turn it back on.
That's that addiction. That's the addiction.
So she went from wanting to hear the cha-ching, turn the volume all the way up, making sure it's on sound, and now she's like, nah, I can't do this. Too much cha-ching for me. Now, so tell us, getting those first few cha-ching, did you, from there, was it up, or did you start getting some cha-ching, then sales dropped, and you have to go back now to find another creative and convert? Take us to that, because a lot of people, don't kind of talk about this, but I want to, it's not only join the mentorship and overnight everything happens. You could start seeing some sales and creative could die, if you could explain that a little bit for us.
Yeah, so the first couple videos I did, they were doing good for maybe a couple months. And then they started slowly dying. So I had to make some new stuff for the beginning of this year. So I made like 3 or 4 new creatives. I tested all 4 of them, and 3 of them did really well. So I'm still running those as well as the 2 that I did last year. So
now, that's amazing. Guys, you could have a creative that will do good today or tomorrow, or maybe a week, but she used a keyword, dying down. Someone would say, hey, ad fatigues and all of that. Those are huge words. But dying down, meaning people start connecting with their video. Facebook is naturally, it's doing their work, but still not getting those people to convert. And she has to go back to redo things for more new creators to get these creative now out of the 4, 3 converted, and the 3 is what she's running with right now and scaling them aggressively. So that's one thing that you have to understand. Even when you start winning, things could happen. Things could change. And if those things changes, doesn't mean you should quit or throw in the towel, or this is not working for me or anything like that. Now, before we even move forward, anybody have a question? And I'll have a question for you. So you have multiple products on your website.
I do.
Did you do creative for individual product, or did you do creative for a certain amount of product?
I only did it for one product.
Okay, so you went in and instead of doing the creative for all the products, why did you decide to do for one product though? I just want to know that.
Because that was the product that was getting the most sales. It was my winning product, so I went with that. That's the one that I get the most requests for, even at my spa. Most people come in there, they want that. So, yeah.
So one, from your spa, and 2, looking at the numbers, and when you first started getting sales. Okay, so I'll talk about this. I'll give this again out a little bit. I think we talked about it in the main group a couple of times, right? Guys, you don't need 105 product on your store to make a sale.
No. No.
Having those product on your website is good, but you don't need all of them to sell to make it sell. You have, out of the 5 or 6, how many products you have on your website? 20 something?
I got about 27 products, and that's the one that's killing it.
Out of 21 product, she only right now, she sold over, let's take it within the past 45 days, you sold over 1,000 pieces of that particular item, isn't it?
I have, yes.
There we go. So one product out of the 27 product kind of is what people, and most of the time we kind of turn to forget, we want to push product that we so emotionally attached to. We kind of push product, we feel like this is what it's supposed to sell, this is what people were supposed to buy. And we've heard a lot of people in the program say, hey, we had Otavia, which did $17,000 in sales last month from the main group here, basically not making no sales, coming in, trying to push hair, and find out she has a product that people basically come in and buy, and she pushed that product to $17,000 in a month from not making no sales at all. When customers is just basically pointing fingers at the product they want, don't overlook it. Don't shy away from the product and try to push what you feel like is going to sell. Always listen to the customers. We've built brands, we've sold products, not based on what we like, but based on the recommendation from the customers, based on the demand from the customers. We are in a demand and fulfillment world in terms of e-commerce. So if we already have a demand for a product, why would I waste my time trying to find or build a new and push it to people that these people is not basically interested in? Because I'm so emotionally attached to that product. I feel like it's my sweat. I put in a lot of work, and I feel like this is it. It's supposed to sell for me. No, she sells a lot of product, and we sold a lot of product. We still sell a lot of products, but we go for what the customers want. Makes their life much easier to actually tap in and to provide them what they're looking for and get the money or the sales that we're looking for. Focusing on the customers is very important. The money is going to come eventually once you start fulfilling these demands that these customers have. But the moment you shy away from it and trying to push something, I'm pushing this. And in her, it kind of helped out a little bit because she knows that people already like the product. Plus, online, it kind of also proven to be the product people like. So she kind of put all her energy into that particular product to push it. It may not be the same for you, but you could test all your product that you have individually and see the one, or sometimes you don't even have to test. You run an ad for a certain product, but people come on your website and basically buying one particular product you're not even advertising. That's the goal. That's what we're talking about. That's the product people basically looking for. And that's the product you're supposed to tap into. All right. Now, yeah. Perfect. Before we move on to the next one, anybody have a question before we move?
We have some questions on Facebook. So I see Stav asked, you run all the ads to your winning products or tested orders too? You want to answer that, Mona?
Yes, it's just going to the winning product.
Right now. However, in the beginning, you had to test. So we don't just pick a winning product. You test till you find the winning product, and then all your ads, you put attention to that. So remember, we talk about the 80-20 rule a lot. So once you find something that's working for you, 80% of your budget goes towards it. Scaling is literally doubling down on what's working and giving people what they want. Like we said, you're not selling a product that you want. You don't pick and choose. Once you find the traction, you focus on what people are asking for and give them more of that. That's how you're going to make money. So I would say 90% of your sales, or what percentage of your sales is that one product?
I would say about 95% or 90, maybe 90, between 90 and 95.
One
So,
product.
Yeah.
Over 50K in 45 days. So you don't need a million products to make money. One product can make you $1 million. One. And that's going to bring in people, and they can go ahead and buy some of the products. But one would be the driving force. That would be the catalyst to take you out of here. Now, someone else says, Mona, what's the name of your website? What's the name of your brand? Are you comfortable giving that up?
Yeah, it's Mona Venus Skincare.
Mona Venus Skincare. So it's a skincare brand. You make your own products, right?
Yes, I make the soap. The rest of them I really don't. I do like a private label.
Okay.
But
Let's
it's
go.
selling for you. All right. So products plays huge role. It could be you making the product yourself, or it could be you investing the time into doing a better product research, presenting the product properly. So now it wasn't only just the product. You could have had the same product, and those people probably have the same product, similar, may not be the same ingredient, but similar, does the same type of work on your website, but it's still not converted.
Right.
Would ask, oh, why is it? Maybe someone in this could probably sell the same thing. But guess what? They not probably be making sales. Oh, wow, we sell the same thing, but why am I not making sales? No, you are not making sales because you're not communicating the product properly. You're not making sales because you're creative. It's not
connected
in the value of your products to these customers. Your creative is not giving these people the solutions of the problems that they have. The moment we start to actually tap and unlock these things, that's when people start resonating. That's when people start connecting. That's when people want to buy the product. So now you went from testing all of this, from passion, being passionate about it. I want you to talk about the struggles a little bit of you now making all these sales. You did, how much you did last month? 30 what?
30, let's see.
30 and some change. Like 30,
yeah, 30 and some change. It was.
So
yeah.
Tell us from going from, what was the month before you did the 30?
That was December. In December, I did 15.
So you did 15, you double it to 30. All
Mhm.
right. Now, tell us from going from 15, my friend, let's take it back a little bit to when you was doing $10,000 a month to doing this, doing how much? 50,000 like in less than 45 days. What is this in terms of changes when you made a skilling?
Say that again. Your phone, it went out.
I said from going from doing $10,000 a month to doing $50,000 in less than 45 days. What's been a difference in terms of fulfillment, customer retention, all of that? Can you give us like a little breakdown on that? Because I know you've been through it a little bit,
So growing as fast as it is, it's just me making the soaps. So the struggle has been just trying to keep up with all the orders, mainly ordering products, making sure they come in on time. Some of these companies, they don't ship my products out till like maybe 2 weeks after I order it. So I have to make sure I'm on top of ingredients, making sure I got everything in stock so I can get the orders out on time, because a lot of the clients, if they don't get that order within, I don't know, 3 days, they have an attitude. They're emailing you like, where's my order? I don't want it no more. It's taking too long, stuff like that. So
that's what I wanted to hear. That was the key word. Where is my order? So you went from getting a couple of emails. I always talk about every level that you get to. If you start getting to $100,000 a month, you're going to get to 100,000 people emailing you. and find out, I see where's my order. I didn't get my order and all of that. So I don't want no more impatience and people writing nasty, emails and stuff like that. How do you find a way to deal with that and also still be able to do have you delegated any of these work to
I
someone?
have not. I'm still doing the emails myself because it's enough to where I can handle it right now. But I try to be nice to them and kind and maybe offer them a discount. I always offer them discounts, but sometimes I still don't want it, but I still try to be nice and give them good customer service. I'll tell them like I'm making a product myself, or I might just say it's taking a little bit longer. Yeah, it's taking a little bit longer, but I ensure you that your product is on the way. Just be a little patient with me. And most of the time they understand, but every now and then you'll get that one that, they just like, look, I don't want it no more. Can I get a refund or something like that? So
Yes. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's pump the brakes. They say seeing is believing, right? Seeing is
yes.
believing. Seeing is believing. I want you to get your Shopify or whatever app on your phone. I want you to show us like last month, or go ahead and show us what's going on, so people can see the analytics, like see it yourself.
While you're doing that, let's look at how many questions. Okay.
Hey, yep, typing questions. If you guys have questions, I see Doc has already typed a question. Anybody else, if you have a question, go ahead and put that in. Type it out there, and we can visit it after she's showing us her analytics.
You said for last month?
Yep, for last month. Just
Can you guys see that?
you can hold it a little bit. Look at that.
All right. So he says last month she did $30,000 in sales last month. That's amazing. Now, someone asked a question really quick that did you build your website yourself?
Yes, I did.
So guys, you don't need a professional to build your website. If you're going to put your mind to it and you want to do it, you're going to do it. If you put your mind in, how long it took you for you to build your website?
It really doesn't take long as you know what you're doing, but I had to do a lot of research. So I want to say maybe a couple weeks. Taking pictures and all of that stuff, getting them edited, and maybe a couple weeks. But it can take you can do it in a week. It just depends on the time that you have.
You could even do it, the more you continue to do it, you could do it even in a day.
Yeah, you can.
I've done so much website. I would do website like 15, 20 minutes. Probably Spin would do it in 10 minutes. I would do it maybe 15 to 20 minutes. That's how much I built how many websites. But when I first had my first website, I did not build it myself because I didn't even know that was in 2014. I paid someone $1,500 and it was the worst website. Right now, if I ever look back at it, I'm like, man, I could have done this in my sleep. But I had to. But then I got to understand and learning, and I built tons of websites. The more you do it, the more you become familiar with it. The beginning phase of it is going to be hard. It's going to take you right now. I know if you want to build a new website right in the morning, it's not going to take you a week. You know it, you understand it. You know, okay, all I need is my pictures and everything, get my Shopify and everything, boom, boom, boom. I have my copies ready to go, and boom, I'm good to go. That's the thing. The moment we start to understand that, someone is asking, is it Shopify? Do you use Shopify?
Yes.
Okay. Who else uses Shopify? Type in I do in the chat. If you're not on Shopify, what platform are you on? And also, go ahead.
Go. Take it around with it.
Let's see. How many people? Okay, Shopify. Shopify makes it a lot easier. We focus on you learning it. Learn how to do it, and then it's going to be easier. The moment you start outsourcing it, if something breaks, then you have to wait till you find someone who is going to help you. Yes, so you can create these things yourself, like we said, in like a day. The more you do it, you can even do it in like 10, 15 minutes. And then you just get your pictures, put it there, and you'll be good. Now, I want you guys to type in congratulations. Mona showed you guys her numbers, 30K in 1 month. I want you guys to give her one let's go. Let's get some engagement here.
Let's go.
Let's
Before
go.
we get to the next question, well, let's go.
Everybody, type in a let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Type in a let's go.
All right. While you guys are typing it in, now let's go for Mona. So I remember you reached out to us and you're like, hey, listen, I'm doing this amount of sales, but I want to do this amount of sales.
Mhm.
That was the first question I asked you earlier. Do you still want to do that?
I still want to do that. I still want 3,000 orders a month. I feel like I can handle that.
3,000 orders a month. Now,
Mhm.
a lot of people will probably stay content as soon as they hit these type of numbers, making $30,000, which is something. Question before even that question is: did you ever imagine yourself doing $30,000 in sales within a short period of time during the mentorship?
No, but I was hoping for it, but I didn't know, if it would happen.
What was your ideal number in your mind? Like you know what? Even if I do this, I feel like it's good for me.
Probably like around 20K, but that ain't nothing. So
That ain't nothing. She has seen it.
Now that's
Oh,
to be nice. Now wait. So you are right now the month. What number are you now for the month?
22,000.
so go on your screen. Let's see. This is go back. Let's do this. Guys, let's get this energy up, my people. Let's go. All right. Like just scroll down, refresh it so people see this is the month. We're not capping here. I like the way she said 20K. That ain't nothing. That's nothing.
20K, $22,000. And I'm looking probably to do way more than I did last month.
I don't know if y'all can
Go
see
to the
that.
homepage. Go to the homepage. Like the dashboard. Let's do the dashboard.
Now we can see. Now we can see it. Now we can see it. Yeah, you could go. No, I think the way you had it is good. The way you had it is good.
Oh, I'm on here now. So let's see. Hold on. It's not letting me do it. I'm gonna have to go back to the other one.
Go back to the other one.
Okay.
So today you are $1,000 already for the day. Let's look at for the month.
$1K a day. If you want to be able to do 1K a day, I want you to say me. Type in me in the chat. If you want to do 1K a day.
That's off.
Okay, here we go.
There we go. So total for this month, she's done $22,000 already for the month. Spend your camera.
Yeah.
That is what I'm talking about. She said 20K. That's what I wanted to do a month. But now she's doing 20K in a couple of days now. So, and we haven't even scaled. We just basically test a couple of things. We haven't even scaled aggressively. And now she's about to even tap into doing like 40K a month into basically doing 50K a month. That's the beauty of this. That's the most important thing. That's why it is very important. Now tell me, showing up on these calls, on the mentorship, how it's been beneficial to you. Because a lot of time, even if you're in the mentorship and you don't show up, and how does even the people in the group itself encourage you to actually even keep pushing, even the days that you feel like I don't want to do it when you first started? Which I know you say you didn't have those type of feelings. And even if you had, if you could not elaborate a little bit on that and give us the full details on that.
Okay, so being in the group, like I said, I learned a lot from being in the group. And watching other people scale and grow their business too. You learn from them and their mistakes and the things that they do. That's what keeps me going. It's just seeing other people learning and growing, and we all pretty much going through the same thing. So we all starting from the bottom, working our way up slowly. So yeah.
You feel like being in that group settings also help you out a lot, seeing people progress and knowing, oh, I was
right.
here.
Yep, I do.
Help you out a lot. That's good. That's really good. All right, perfect. So now we're gonna go into it a little bit more. Now that you scale to these numbers, and now we even looking to scale more.
Mm-hmm.
What would you have told yourself a year ago if you had seen the mentorship program? Is it something that you have like, man, I would have started earlier?
Yeah, I should have started it 2 years ago when I first bought it. So Yeah, I should have started then, but I was, scared. So
Scared. We all listen. But my first mentorship that I paid for, man, it took me a minute. But the moment I made that decision, it just changed everything. And since then, I've spent thousands of dollars on mentorship. Till date, I still pay for mentorships from people that I feel like is doing better than I am, and maybe something a little bit different from what I'm doing. I just want to know, and it's not free. But I still happen to pay. Some of them I actually get to their program, and I even know more than them. I happen to be the one even teaching them more than what they're supposed to. But it's that building that connection and just knowing that, okay, this person is maybe doing something much different than I am doing, and we all rock and roll with that. Spanish is, I don't know if Spanish is still here. What? You still here?
I'm here, just fixing my camera again.
Perfect. So now that you've gotten to this level, what will you tell anybody in this audience is right here that has a brand, kind of struggling, the same way you said, the same exact call that we did with Dikara was the one that actually encouraged you to actually make that decision to actually jump on these calls to get you, or to jump into the mentorship to get you going. I know you went to an interview. What will you tell anybody here that has a business struggling to get to the level that you are right now?
I would say if you can join the mentorship group, because you're going to learn a lot and it's going to take your business to where you want it to go, or probably even more further than what you thought it would have been. So I would say definitely join it. And if you can't join it, I think they do Saturday calls, jump on the Saturday calls and ask questions and see what'll happen for you.
How much sales were you doing before you joined the mentorship? In a group by yourself, like you had the program, you watching it, how much sales were you doing before? What's the most you was doing? What's the most you did before joining the mentorship?
I think the most I had in 1 month was maybe 1,500. So yeah, but the average was like around 1,000 a month.
So you did $1,500 by yourself, basically. Same method that we give, but now you're doing.
Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't even do what you guys told me to do, really. I just jumped into the mentorship group.
So you jumped into it. So you went from $1,000 a month to
just my clients. From just my clients.
$1,000 a day. You just did $1,000.
Right.
How much is it right now? You went from a month to a week to a month to a day.
Exactly.
And it's not even a full day. It's like, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock now. From doing that in a month to doing that before 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's amazing. Possibly doing 2K today. Because possibly doing 2K today. That's amazing, man.